The questions.
Oh, okay, sure.
Hey, everybody in TikTok land. This is Sherry with PDX Progressive Talk Radio, and I am on a special interview with my dear friend Rae Gordon. She's a local blues artist, for those of you who don't know, and she's also president of the Cascade Blues Association. It's always an honor to talk with Rae.
Hey, everybody! It's so good to see you. I'm actually vice president this year because I wanted to have more time to do some more things for the Cascade Blues Association, and we got some great stuff happening this Sunday.
Did I say Cascade Blues Festival?
Oh, did you? You know what? That's a good idea. We should have the Cascade Blues Festival.
We should.
Wait a minute.
That's a thought.
Uh-oh. Wait for it next year. You'll get to see it.
So the Cascade Blues Festival happens every year on the 4th of July weekend. This year it's only 2 days, but usually it's 4. I'm usually one of the anchors or producers or engineers for the event, and I'm down to 2 days now.
Oh yeah,
I'm only allowed to be 2 days.
Yeah, so the Waterfront Blues Festival this year is two days, but there's lots of great stuff happening, and the Cascade Blues Association is a big supporter of the Waterfront Blues Festival. So yeah.
So we're actually here to do an interview, and Ray's going to pull up the questions for me because I'm using my phone to talk to all of you. So Rae I can't access the questions from my phone if we're doing this. And had I been thinking about this, I would have brought my tripod.
Oh.
That would have made life really easier.
Now you send it by...
I sent it in the messenger.
In the messenger? All right.
Yeah, in Facebook. That's how I found it.
All right. Oh, I got it.
Hi, everybody. I am so excited to have Rae sitting with me, and we're going to have an interview here. So our questions are, your album, Wrong Kind of Love, showcases a range from barroom blues to dance-worthy funk. If your music were a cocktail, what would it be called, and what ingredients would you have in it?
Ooh, if it was a cocktail. If my music was a cocktail?
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit of, it's blues with a side of soul. So blues, I would have some blueberry mix, blueberry vodka with a side of soul would be a little soul, a little spicy. I don't know. We have
what, like hot sauce or something?
Little hot sauce. So I went a little hot sauce, blueberry vodka with hot sauce, and a splash of cranberry.
Oh, that actually might. Oh, that might be a
I got
Rae
the berry
Gordon
blues.
special.
I got the blueberries.
That's a Rae Gordon special. Okay, you've been described as having a multi-octave range, which you do. I have heard you.
I do. Mm-hmm.
And captivating on-stage charisma, which you do. You've had a performance. Have you had a performance where something unexpected happened, and how did you handle it?
Have I had a performance with something unexpected happening?
And how did you have
How
it?
did I handle it? Ooh.
Like somebody got rowdy in the thing or threw a shirt at you, or...
You know, it's funny, and not to bring it as a downer, but I'm going to say that I was in Florida, and I was performing on, we were performing at this great Bonita Springs Blues Festival.
Okay.
And so before I went to the festival, I went to a jam, and I was singing, and somebody had a cardiac arrest right on the stage.
Oh my goodness.
And so how did I handle it? We immediately went to work and working on bringing them back to life.
Good.
And so I say that because you never know what's going to happen anywhere.
Right.
And I think everybody needs to know CPR and first aid. And
Awesome.
I think that's important because, I mean, musicians are out and about, and we're always looking out for everybody and making sure everybody has a good time and making sure people stay alive.
Yes, very much so. Hello, everybody who's joining us on TikTok. This TikTok idea was a last second thought. That's why I have my hand and not my tripod. So here we go with question number 3. Your song, It Will Not Last, delivers a message of hope to those facing despair. I love that song. Can you share the story behind its creation and what it means to you personally?
You know, It Will Not Last, which you can find on YouTube. It Will Not Last, Rae Gordon, you can find that. I was working on a new blues album, and I was trying really hard to concentrate on these blues songs, and the chorus to "It Will Not Last" just kept on coming up, and I tried to push it down, pushed it down, and I realized I needed to to work on that song.
Yeah, because if you don't, it's always going to be there.
Right,
it's going to haunt you.
So "It Will Not Last" is about helping people stay on one more day. And I reached out to some incredible people like Lisa Mann, Kivit Bednar, Ben Rice. We had Ed Pierce. We also had Pat McDougall helped by writing a bridge for it.
Oh, wow.
And there were so many people that came together to make that happen. And basically, it happened during COVID, where people don't have a chance to go out and listen to live music and have that community feel and have that connection.
Right.
And when you don't have that, you get down and you get depressed.
Yeah.
And I'm very open to people about my struggles when I was younger with mental health issues. Yep. And when I was in 6th and 7th grade, I had those feelings of not wanting to live.
Yeah. And
so the song has been used by people to open up that conversation. A lot of times it's hard to talk to somebody that may have issues, and you may think somebody in your life, a friend or family, may be thinking those thoughts where they don't want to live another day. And sometimes you can send that song out and you can start that conversation and ask them, have you ever felt that way? And it helps.
Yeah, and the story behind it is just, I'm so glad you're here. I just am. Having started in Los Angeles piano bars and comedy clubs, how did those early experiences shape your approach to engaging with audiences like you do today?
Oh, well,
she's fabulous. If you haven't seen her in person, if you have not seen her in person, I've seen her a ton of times. If you have not seen her in person, you need to.
No, she's fabulous. So, I did start my musical career in comedy clubs and piano bars. And even though I was doing the comedy, I was opening up for them. It made me realize that that music and performing is all about helping people be in the moment. Like when you go to a comedy club, you want to forget about that pile of clothes that is in the corner, like I have. And you want to forget about that fight you had with somebody. And it's all about being in the moment, and it's my pleasure to help people be in the moment. Yeah. And being in the comedy clubs, making sure people have a good time. That was a good place to cut my teeth.
Yeah, and I bet it was harsh too.
It was really harsh.
From the stage to the studio and beyond, what's next for the Rae Gordon Band? Any dream collaborations, surprise projects, or bucket list venues on the horizon?
Oh, I got some bucket list. I have never performed in Europe, and so I'm working on that.
I'm so excited for you.
I'm working on that. And also, I have never had a inspirational album, kind of gospel album, original released, and so I'm working on that. I really want people to feel inspired and to feel not alone, and I think music is a great way to make that happen and to build that community.
By the way, speaking of gospel, every first Sunday of every month, Rae Gordon performs a gospel session here at Trails End Tavern in Oregon City. That's where we are right now. I'll be taking some pictures of Trails End Tavern after the interview. It's a cool little place. It's been here forever, and you'll like it.
First grocery stores in the area.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was one of the first grocery stores, and it's right on Main Street and 14th?
I think so, yeah.
I think
Right
that's
off the
14th.
205 freeway.
Right off 205
It's not that
in
far.
Oregon City. It's the Trails End Saloon, I believe is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Trails End Saloon. And we are finishing up our interview with Rae Gordon because she's going to have lunch here in a minute. So if you could travel 10 years into Rae Gordon's music future, what do you hope you'd see? A Grammy in hand, a Broadway blues musical, which would be awesome, or, well, the Grammy would be too, or maybe Rae Gordon cruise ship tour.
Ooh,
That might be fun.
I would love the cruise ship. You know what? Whatever I do, it's gotta help the community. You
Yep.
know, that's just the way I am built. I'd like a couple more CDs out that help people by songs that make them go, "Hey, I'm not alone." I also am starting a music festival here in Oregon City. It is called Willamette Falls Music Festival. So I'm looking forward to.
I remember seeing about that. Yeah.
So so that music festival will be all genres, you know, even though blues and gospel is in my soul. Of course, we'll have blues and gospel here too as well. So that I would like to see that be very successful, and continuing to do what I can to help music get out there, and to help local artists would be great as well.
Can I do a bonus question?
Sure.
Where does the gospel come from?
You know, I don't know.
Did you just start doing it, or did you learn gospel when you were little, or?
I didn't. I was that Sunday school person that was never there.
Oh yeah.
But you know, it's interesting because when I do the gospel versus the blues, it feels different because that living helping people be in the moment is different when it's gospel, because people are hurting everywhere, right? And one way that we could kind of be together is through gospel, and whoever your higher power is, just knowing that there's a higher power for yourself to lean on. And I think that the more and more we all believe in some higher power, whoever that is or whoever she is, the more we can treat people with that kindness and give them the hope that they need.
Rae, you are fabulous. Thank you so much. That was Rae Gordon, a local blues artist and celebrity.
Oh, and also, speaking of being vice president of the Cascade Blues Association, this Sunday we are doing something at the Alberta Rose Theater, and I hope you guys can make it. All the funds will go to Blues in the Schools, which is bringing musicians into the schools to teach blues. Blues is the foundation of so much music, soul, and so much music that we love, jazz. And if you can, go to albertarosetheater.com and buy your ticket. It's going to be a blast.
That is amazing. And when is that again?
That's this Sunday, June 8th.
What time?
Good question. I think 4.
4 p.m.
And there's Too Slim and the Tail Draggers. They're a really incredible band, and lots of great award-winning music, and it all goes for a good cause, because we want the younger generation to love music and to love blues and to really embrace it. So that will help. Your ticket sale will help us to hire musicians to go into the schools and perform and teach them a little bit.
So that would lead into another whole interview about schools and the state and the federal government taking away funding for the arts and extracurricular activities. Yeah, we need to sit down and have a talk about that, because
we need to do what we can to fill in those gaps.
Yeah, exactly. And stop Congress from doing things like that.
Oh yeah. Because art is really what brings people together.
Yes.
I always tell people that you could not like somebody, like really not like somebody, but you could like the same song, and that's how we can start to bridge that.
Yeah,
gap.
To build bridges that fill in the gaps.
Art does that.
Yeah. And we need that right now. We need community. We need art. I did an interview this morning with Brandy Johnson from Love
Brandy
One.
is great.
Yeah. So she's building it even more in community and stuff like that. So
yeah, we all got to do what we can, because we all learned as a child. Our parents said, "Treat others how you want to be treated." Yeah. We can't forget that.
No,
it's a good lesson.
And Spotlight Around Town is here to tell the stories of businesses and artists and professionals and community leaders. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.
Oh, PDX Progressive, too. Shut off.